Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
We go! 50, plant. Let him know. Let him know.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, good move. A big boot that time, 50s. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, 1, 2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run with Balaj. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. 2nd and 14. And this is caught. It's Parker. The 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They're going to look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
60 outlaw.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Echo.
198. Watch 98.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, Wahoo!
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 50. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll set up a throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll Stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Dolphin first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta! Check right! One side!
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Hey, team 6. Team 6. 55. Shoot!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. I'm here all day. No, no, no. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd and 2. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him...
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter.
X3, 218, chop.
He'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
6-6, pull it high. Don't get nervous. Deuce.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
A gain of 14. First down, Miami.
We go.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They run it with Balaj. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Balaj. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Clive Walford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's caught by Parker. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
General West. Watching it drive. Come on, Alpha.
They'll look to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's... And he is in! Touchdown, Miami! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes, I think. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 198. Watch 98. 98.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Go now. HE Gator. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll go with a keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
60 or. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it.
A little squeamish about it.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.